Hello there ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zephyr. Like the wind I go and like a man I come, and today I have come to give you a game called Make Your Kingdom and to see if it's worth playing during your downtime. Make Your Kingdom was developed by yours Sergio and published by BigGame Publishing. I would like to give my thanks to the game publisher BigGame Publishing for giving me a key to this game of theirs for me to review. The gameplay experience for Make Your Kingdom is similar to games like Banish, End Zone A World Apart, Settlement Survival, and Surviving the Aftermath. So, if you have heard or played the aforementioned game titles before and that you trust my review and judgment, I say wait for the game to get several major updates first before getting Make Your Kingdom. Now, Make Your Kingdom is a city building game that is proclaimed to be unique to the city building genre, and to that I do agree with its proclamation. Unlike other city building games, you can roam around the city that you have built with your own 2 feet. You can view the city from the sky as a god or walk around and blend in with the peasants and do peasant stuff. Stuff like harvesting the farms, carrying resources from one location to another, manually building your buildings, and robbing your citizens of the resources that they are carrying. Things that you aren't expecting to do in a city builder can be done in Make Your Kingdom. And before we proceed on with its gameplay, let's take a look at its option menu first, shall we? The option menu is rather simple. You can't mess around with the game's graphics setting much other than changing its quality from low, medium, high and ultra. You can play in full screen or borderless Windows mode and up to your standard 1920 by 1080 60Hz resolution. The keys are rebindable, so if you choose to change the default key settings, you can do so to your heart's desire. You can play the game in English or in any of these languages that you prefer. There are 3 different types of game modes in Make Your Kingdom, and they are Prologue, Expedition, and Casual. Prologue is basically the game tutorial, and without completing the game Prologue, you are not able to gain access to the Expedition and Casual mode. So, if you are the type that prefer to dive straight into the game without doing the game's tutorial, you can't do that here in Make Your Kingdom. The tutorial session lasts about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how fast you are able to clear it. Expedition mode and casual mode are more or less the same, gameplay-wise. The difference between the two is that in casual mode, your kingdom will not get invaded by orcs, get random earthquakes, and other challenges. So if you prefer a more relaxing city building experience, there is casual mode for you to enjoy. And for the gameplay of this review, we'll be playing the Expedition mode for a while before moving on to a loaded save game of mine. Welcome to Make Your Kingdom. We start off by placing our town center, and in this case, we will be placing our town center randomly. And this is what I call the Peasant Mode. In Peasant Mode, you are able to grab materials from one location and move them into another. And in this case, carry wood and stone to build your town center. Once done, you can expedite the process by holding the E key. Congratulations! You have given the building a royal touch. And that's the uniqueness of Make Your Kingdom as compared to other survival city builder genre games. Everything else plays the same. You gather building materials to start building your kingdom, gather food to ensure that your citizens don't starve to death, and build houses for your people to live in and house more citizens. Once you are done playing God and have planned your city layout, you can enter Peasant Mode to take a stroll on your wonderfully crafted city or help around with the peasants' work. There are a few decorations for you to select and decorate your city with, and walking down the streets can be a pleasant experience. There is combat in Make Your Kingdom, but it is really simple. You can only swing your blade and block with your shield. There is no skill for you to use, neither is there any experience point for you to gain to level up upon killing your enemy. Then again, fighting isn't the main focus in Make Your Kingdom. And that's the gameplay of Make Your Kingdom. It plays roughly the same just like every other survival city builder game out there, and if you like the clean polygraphic look, it might be just an added bonus for you. There is no research facility in the game for you to build, and the way to unlock new buildings and facilities is to complete the objective given to you by the game. Because of that, it is possible to unlock every single building in the game with just 3 to 4 hours of gameplay. The time taken to unlock everything is a stark comparison to every other game within its own genre. With that being said, you don't have to rush in building your kingdom. You can take it slow and casual as you go along. Simply relax and enjoy the gameplay that Make Your Kingdom has to offer. That is what I would have liked to say if it weren't for the fact that Make Your Kingdom is an unpolished and a very buggy game. There are so many problems with Make Your Kingdom that I cannot fathom how this game is considered to be a fully released game. In Peasant Mode, you can carry raw materials to different facilities and place them there, but you cannot work in those facilities yourself. This is perfectly fine if it weren't for the fact that when you press the E key, your user interface is highlighted up with a green circle. This indicates that you are interacting with the facilities as shown when you are building your buildings earlier in the video, but no progress is being made as shown here. Another major problem this game has is with its AI pathing. The chance of this problem occurring is 50-50. There are days where the game runs perfectly fine, and there are days where this problem just happens out of nowhere. You are able to assign workers to various facilities and they would then do their corresponding job. But there are two important jobs that are considered to be missing in the game, and they are builders and general workers. When you place a building down, you need builders to build the building, and seeing that Make Your Kingdom doesn't have this line of work, you will assume that everyone else that is not assigned to a particular work will automatically be a builder or a general worker. Given that there are a lot of them around, you would expect buildings in your kingdom to be built at a rapid pace or at least without your intervention. But you are wrong. Your unemployed citizens doesn't build your buildings, neither do they move the building materials to the building location. They would simply just grab the building materials and walk around your kingdom randomly. They very rarely build your buildings. It is to the point where most of the time you want to get things done, you need to do it yourself. They don't even store surplus materials even though the storage area is right next to them. Even your assigned workers will not do their job sometimes. Sure, you can do it yourself, but your main role in this game is a king, not a peasant. To make matters worse, your citizens don't eat. Despite having lots of food in the kingdom, your citizens rather starve to death for unknown reason. In Peasant Mode, you can see your citizens walking around holding onto food, yet they are still dying from hunger. You would think that the major challenges you will face in Make Your Kingdom would be the orc invasion or the massive earthquake, but it turns out to be the idiocy of your citizens. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Make Your Kingdom, and the game is available on the PC. You can get Make Your Kingdom for $15 or based on your region's GDP. Can I recommend you getting Make Your Kingdom for $15 for you to play during your downtime? Honestly, I would like to say yes, as I like to walk around my kingdom and simply admire my own creation. But truthfully, due to the issues I mentioned earlier, it's a no. It is a big, fat no. At the very least, wait for it to be on sale before getting it, or after several major updates have passed and fixed the issues I have mentioned in the game. At a similar price range, you can get Settlement Survival instead. Despite being in early access, it is a more polished game. Considering the criticism that I have for Make Your Kingdom and its asking price of $15, I rate it 4.5 out of 10. And within its own survival city builder genre, I give it a 5.5 out of 10. Make Your Kingdom is something that could have been an interesting experience, but the bugs and unpolished gameplay ruined the experience. Maybe it will be better after several major updates. Hopefully. My name is Zephyr, like the wind I go and like a man I come. And now it's time for me to go. Thank you for watching all the way till the end, and if you enjoyed the video, do subscribe and leave behind a comment down below as I would like to hear your thoughts about the game. Feel free to follow me on Twitch if you would like to see me play the game first before it ends up as a review. Stay safe, have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in the next video. See ya!